So Popular Businessman over the weekend won a pair of signed Trump Never Surrender high tops at SneakerCon, and yes, I just learned about both those things this past weekend. And following this, the media dragged him. And you guys, I have to show you his explosive and viral response. And we're going to be jumping into all that in just 1 second. But first, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you all for being here. If you could please really quickly smash that like button for the algorithm, I would greatly appreciate it, as it does help the videos reach more people. Thank you all for doing that. So let's just go ahead and jump right on into this. I don't want to spend too much time talking about the sneakers at SneakerCon necessarily, because I think a lot of you guys have already seen this. But if you missed out, there's a thing called SneakerCon in Philadelphia. We have right here a tweet. Philly's own Chase Young, COO of Culture Kicks, who created the Trump Never Surrender high tops, gave a fantastic intro for Donald Trump at SneakerCon today. Look at that crowd. Does your president, ask yourself, does your president have a line of sneakers? And if they don't, they might not be your guy. It's great. But look at this crowd, you guys. It's amazing. I mean, yeah, people are excited about that. I saw a lot of people criticizing this. I don't really understand why. I don't understand why. I mean, you can easily criticize career politicians, but this is what Donald Trump does. You know, maybe you could be like, oh, well, he's trying to be president. You need to get more serious. Well, you're probably not going to change Donald Trump. He's been doing this since day one. He's a serial entrepreneur. If he wants to start a sneaker line, he's going to do it. But I actually do think something's pretty interesting about this take. And I do think this is a major win for Gen Z and those groups, because just talking to people on the street, a lot of younger, especially younger men, they love the entrepreneurial spirit. This is a win with them. This is an absolute win. So that's, if you didn't think about that before, that's definitely something to consider. Perhaps it's pretty strategic. So let's get to the important part of this business owner, this famous business owner winning a pair of sneakers. Now, I'm on RomanSharf's YouTube channel. Why is that? Well, one, aside from me just loving wristwatch YouTube content, I pretty much watch all these guys. You guys, if you ever want to know what I'm watching on YouTube, I'm probably watching watch content. I've done that for like the last decade. But RomanSharf is a popular businessman, popular YouTuber, runs a great show, Gray Market. It's basically used watch sales, luxury watch sales primarily, I would argue. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because you can probably imagine my surprise when I saw this tweet right here. This gentleman won autographed Trump sneakers with a $9,000 bid at SneakerCon, Trump 2024. Check this out.
You happy right now? I got something to say. Trump's good. Let him know. Let him know. Proud moment.
So what was your winning bid?
9,000.
And let's see the signature. All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, yeah, RomanSharf right there. It's funny. I saw this tweet, and I knew I had to do this video because, one, my love for watches, but two, this story is amazing. So, Roman starts to get dragged by the media, and I mean dragged. Twitter posts dragging him, the mainstream media dragging his name, smearing his name, just disgusting stuff. Here is his response, because he covers both the smears and his response in just one video. Let's jump in.
So, bought a pair of sneakers, these sneakers, and apparently they made me a Russian oligarch overnight. Here's how.
Look at these headlines right here. MAGA mania. Russian oligarch buys pair of autographed Trump sneakers. They needed that headline. Let's move on. All right, you guys, let's take a few moments to talk about today's sponsor, Deal Dash. Now, I know many of you are already bidding on Deal Dash, but for those of you who don't know, Deal Dash is an auction website that many people either seem to love or hate. If you've seen their ads on TV at any point during the last 15 years, you'll know that they have thousands of auctions every day with brand new items. Right here's just a handful of items up for auction today. You have a brand new 2024 Acura RDX, a Polaris Sportsman. There's an Apple Vision Pro going up for auction soon. Let me show you guys one thing. We'll type in Xbox. Here is an Xbox Series X console sold for $21.27. That is ridiculous. So you guys are probably wondering, okay, what's the catch because this just seems weird? Well, you have to pay for the right to bid. I'll explain. Right here, it'll ask you to buy 235 bids for $30, which means you can bid in any of their auctions 235 times. Now, every auction starts at $0 with no minimum reserve price, and when you bid, you can at most raise the price by a penny. After you bid, the auction timer counts down by 10 seconds, and if nobody else bids in the next 10 seconds, you win the auction. So the team over at Deal Dash hooked me up with some bids. Let's go ahead and find some items to bid on. Right here, ooh, we have luxury linens. Your boy needs some new linens. Let's go ahead and jump in on this. It's going for $3.94 right now. It's a hit bid. And bam, real James Klug. I'm winning so far. Well, it's a bummer we can't do the Apple Vision Pro, but we'll pick another spot. We can do a Macy's gift card, $25 Macy's gift card for $1.33. Let's go ahead and bid. And I am in the lead. Little zombie profile picture right there. So you guys check out dealdash.com, and when you sign up, use my offer code KLUG100 and you'll get 100 extra free bids on your first bid pack purchase. And if you don't win an auction using these bids, or you just don't like it for any reason, contact Deal Dash and they'll give you your money back, no questions asked, on your first bid pack purchase. So the downside's pretty limited, you guys. It's worth a try. Do me a favor and check out dealdash.com/KLUG100. Take advantage of this deal. I will put a link down in the description below. Let's get back to this video.
Guys, I'm a sneakerhead. I'm also a U.S. Army veteran. And yes, I am a Republican. The title of the article read, "A Russian oligarch spends $9,000 on sneakers to support Trump." Sounds sketchy, but I actually came from Ukraine. At the time, it was part of the Soviet Union. I came here at the age of 13 as a refugee, but my dad had $4 in his pocket. I busted my ass working every dirty job under the sun to get where I am today in order to be able to afford to buy these $9,000 pair of collectible sneakers. But I guess the headline of Russian refugee, Ukrainian refugee, or perhaps maybe just a man, that would not get as many clicks as a Russian oligarch.
He's 100% correct about that. 100% correct. And they don't really care if they get it wrong. It doesn't really matter because they're able to get that headline out there. And you saw how many of those headlines there were. It exploded. They can get that headline out there, and the general public will hear that and say, oh, okay, yep, Trump-Russia collusion, still a thing. Even as if like $9,000 in Trump's pockets would make like any difference at all.
I even saw a tweet from a Ukrainian patriot that said, a Russian shady watch dealer bought $9,000 pair of sneakers as a way to move money to Russia somehow. Of course, I kindly asked the author to check the fact that my own charity raised over $250,000 of aid to Ukraine since that war has started, before putting out accusations of stupid tweets, if you will. I wasn't trying to make a political statement by buying these shoes. Of course, the internet blew up. I'm getting comments and messages from on IG from people saying, oh, I am no longer following you, or I'm unfollowing you because you're a Trump supporter and I'm no longer doing business with you. It's funny, here I am, maybe I'm silly. I thought that people done business with Luxury Bazaar because we've been in business for 21 years, because of trust, because of personalized customer service that we provide and great pricing. But I guess I was wrong. You know what saddens me the most about this whole situation is that over something as stupid as a pair of sneakers, it showed me so clearly once again on just how divided our country is. With that said, guys, there's not a mean tweet in the world. There's not an IG post. There's not a news article that's going to stop me from being who I am. And that is a patriot of this country, a country that once let in a 13-year-old immigrant and gave me the opportunity to be where I am today. And I'm going to be thankful for that for the rest of my life. You want to hate me for wanting this country to be great again? Go ahead and judge the sneakerhead.
The difference in how they treat this productive member of society, this actual refugee, the difference of how they treat him because he supports Donald Trump versus how they're treating the crisis right now and people, trying to protect the image of individuals assaulting police officers and not being productive parts of society is pretty staggering just because he's an open Trump supporter. Shocking.
But no matter what, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May sound cliche, but that's how I feel. Thank you, and God bless America.
I'm really curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this response because I think this is just amazing. If you're on the receiving end of having your name dragged around, right? Calling him a Russian oligarch when he's a Ukrainian, or coming here poor and working and creating a very successful business, which, by the way, Roman, if you guys are in the business of, in the market of purchasing any type of watches, I would seriously consider giving your business to RomanSharf, and I'm going to do the same, for sure. I plan on purchasing a watch from him at some time in the future. But this guy has an amazing story. Comes here, he's poor, works hard, he's patriotic. Is he everything that you, I mean, this is assimilation, you guys. You know, this is a good, hardworking American that had his name smeared. And he comes out with an incredibly level-headed, high road approach to his response. Hats off here. Because it's hard not to come out just guns blazing, upset that the media just spent an entire day smearing your name because they wanted those headlines. And that's truly what they wanted. They wanted those headlines. That's all they wanted. They didn't care about ruining his image or his business or anything like that. They didn't care about that at all. They cared about getting that headline right there. Daily Mail. Well, they ended up actually changing it. It's no longer like that. Magamania, Ukrainian businessman. Is the retraction as loud as them getting this big headline? Nah, not at all. Not at all. I don't see anything about, should be at the very top, major correction to the headline. No correction to the headline. But they got what they wanted. That's exactly what they wanted. We did actually have one person offer an apology after smearing Roman's name, which is Ed Krasenstein. Turns out that he's actually from Ukraine, which was part of the Soviet Union. He is a U.S. military veteran and American, a good American, a fantastic American, a member of society that is productive, building wealth around him, like an actual amazing, this is the ideal American immigrant, you know, somebody that comes here that wants to work hard, that values this freedom. Look how they treated him. Unbelievable. I want to apologize for my mistake, and I hope the rest of the media does as well. I also hope Roman accepts my apology. I know I believe Ed deleted his smear post. That's why I don't have it here. But I guess respect. I know a lot of people don't like Ed. Anyways, I'm really curious to hear your guys' thoughts on Ed's response, just because I loved that video. I thought it was wholesome and just real. Perhaps I'm just a fan of him. So maybe you guys need to say in the comments below what you think. I just think that major hats off to keeping your cool during something as nasty as smear campaigns just to get their little headline, you know? We have Old Row right here. I'm going to finish with a couple funny posts just because Joe Biden has never sold out a sneaker drop. We have Get Trump sneakers sold out. The Never Surrender high tops are officially sold out. Thank you. Yeah, it's true. Joe Biden has never done that. He probably never will. We have right here eBay auctions going on right now. 57 bids for $2,700. I believe the price of these were maybe around $400 or so. So they're obviously in demand. You know, sneakerheads, that's a big industry. It's kind of similar with watches in a way. There's many similarities there. Limited drops. People, even if they don't even like Trump that much, they still want to collect a rare sneaker. So I guess I get it. It's not for me, but it's pretty cool. All right, guys, we're going to finish it up with this amazing clip from Andrew Schultz, just because it seemed very fitting for this video.
Be honest with me right now. Do any of you love Joe Biden? No. Right? Biden ain't got no merch. Like, that's how I judge presidents now, bro. Can you move merch or can you not? Because Trump had merch, bro. That MAGA hat was iconic. Bro, that was white people's teardrop tattoo. That's what that was. You saw a white dude with that hat, you were like, yeah!
All right, I don't want to get a copyright and play his whole bit, but that's just, it's so true. It's so true. How is it? It's just the most lovable thing ever when it comes to Donald Trump's merch. Does Joe Biden have merch? No, it's merch game's weak. It's weak. You can't compare. Funny enough, I hear that a lot on the street, you guys. A lot of Gen Z tells me stuff like that. They admire the entrepreneurial spirit. We have a tweet here from Rare Trumps. Psst, hey kid. Yeah, you. Want to make America great again? Those are not the shoes, but still a good meme. Lastly, Charlie got the golden sneakers. You guys, the memes just make themselves. I mean, probably a lot of people want Donald Trump to win just so the memes, just so there's 4 more years of just amazing memes. But anyways, I am curious to hear your guys' thoughts on these Trump sneakers. Do you like the look of them? Do you not? If you had the opportunity to buy them for retail, would you? Let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to... Actually, you know what? Before I wrap up the video, go follow RomanSharf on Twitter. Go support this patriotic businessman. In fact, I'm not following him yet. I'll follow him right now. Go follow him. And then also go subscribe to Roman on YouTube if you're into watch content. It's a phenomenal channel. I mean, really what they do, they kind of take a Pawn Stars approach to the gray market. So you get to see all the behind the scenes and everything like that. I've watched more than a handful of episodes from Roman. They do a great job on their show. Go support him. And if you're planning on possibly buying a watch at any time in the future for any celebrations, this is the person I would reach out to. You know, support business owners like this. Good patriotic American. Anyways, you guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next time I post. And I'll catch you all in the next video.